Hello guys, this is where we left from the other day. So this is the page we created previously. So it is something like this. It is coming out well, but today I simply want to show you how you can link uh, your navigation bar elements with various pages within your web page. So we are going to add make this link up here, or this navigation bar, to somehow look like a blog. So I'm going to change this using my Sublime Text, so to make it look like a simple blog that you may want to have. So let's head to Sublime Text and do that work. So my navigation bar is found on the header file, so I head there and change changing this record right here. So here we're going to have home. Here I'm going to have about. Going to have about. Then we are going to uh, change this to read. Uh, Start here. Okay. Then so here, let me change this to false so that this page become active now. Uh, but I can choose to change it. So let's see whether it is going to work. So here I'm going to write product, product. Then I think that is it. We need to add one more nav item so that we have all we wanted on our navigation bar. So this one, so let me have it here. So here, so I'm going to have contact there. So once I've done that, now I can go back and refresh my page and see the changes that I've made. All right, so here this one is not yet active, but uh, okay, so let me just make that part active. So let me remove this. uh, I can even remove this one right here. Okay, so let me change this. Good. Then so let's look at it. Now this thing is now active. All right, so if I want to search something on my web page, I'll be able to type here where I want to search. But currently this one will not work because we don't have um, a code for it. Probably in the next video I'll be able to show you how to code this and make it active, so that you can be able to have a good uh, web page that you can start off with. So this is just a simple website that you can work with. So I want to show you how you can link these various navigation items, or these links, basically these links that you have on your navigation bar, how you can link them to the actual web pages within uh, your website. So let's head back to uh, our Sublime Text and um, open or create a file for, let's say, let's start with about. All right, let's start with that link about. So currently I'm just going to show you how to can link the other elements. We can add them later on in uh, our later on, how you can populate this about page with the right content. So for now, I'm just going to show you how you can link it uh, to that, how you can link about page with the link, such that when somebody when somebody clicks about, the about page will be shown right here on on the website for him to be able to access the content. So let me come here, and now we are going to create a file, a PHP file called about the within within the view, right? uh, so okay, so I can be able to um, create a folder here. I always like to organize things that are related into folders, so that you can be able to identify or even rectify any problem later. It will be easy to identify where the files are. So I'm going to create a folder here, uh, new folder within the view, and I'm going to call it links. Right, so I'm just going to call it links. So inside here, inside this link, I'm going to create a new file, and the file I'm going to call it about. Okay, so let me just save this file, then about.php. So let's it should be php extension. So let me just add the extension here as well, php. All right, then I click save. Right, now um what I can do here, um I can have div class. This class, let me call it container. Conte con container container. Okay, there's something wrong here. I've gone container. Right, so let's make it fluid so that it is able to stretch along the screen, so that the visibility become more appealing. So the display become more appealing. So I'm just going to end this div. I'm going to end this div right here. Right, so inside here I can choose to have to have another container. I call it feature. Right, so you can create another div inside here. So currently I'm not going to have any data within this d or within this page, but I'm just setting up um, everything such that when I'll be able to add information here, I will not have um, a lot of problems. Everything will be ready. So my work will be just to add the content. So right now, let's create this uh, container. We call it container, we call it feature, right? Okay, right. So once I've done that, I can do save. Now I'm going also to add to this file here and create a function specifically for about page. So I'm going to create a function here called call about. So public. So in we have function. Then let me call it about. Um, okay, so I'm still going to call my header and footer. Yes, so that they so that each time I load a page, the head and footer will be consistent in every page. That's why it is always good to create a separate header and a separate create a separate file for header and a footer, so which you can easily be able to load together with the page you want, so so that your page remain consistent all through. All right, so here I have let's call this and you do this. So this is a simple way of loading uh, views in CodeIgniter. So it's as simple as this. So in fact, I can even copy the above files and put it here, but always for someone who is starting out, you'd rather learn to do this thing the longer way in order to internalize the concept, right? So I'm going to close that there. Then I do this again, and now load I'm going to yes load from view uh, the second page which I've created, or the second file which I created, which is called about, right? So I'm going to write here about. All right, then I'm going to close it there, then do this again so that I can be able to load the footer. And, so uh, let me template, which is a folder containing the footer and the header. So this folder is simply located in the view folder. So this is footer. So I'm going to end it like this, right? So after doing that, so my page is ready. So I want to create a code that when I click on the header will be able to load that for me. So let me go back here. It is about. So even this one we can, let's start with this one. Well, because already if you go to main controller here, this is the index file, right? So this index file is the one that loads the home page. All right, so I can go back here, and inside this place here I do this. I create now, I write the PHP code for this. So here I'm going to do PHP, then do echo, let's say the site site underscore URL. Then you do that. And inside here, you you do now write the you start with of the the name of the controller that that is going to call our function. So the function that we are going to call, in this case we can call it index, because right, so that is it. So such that whenever I click on home on my home page, it will be able to always take me there. So also need to do the same with this one. So I'm going to add here this code. So I always tell people to always try as much as possible when you are starting out to write this program, to try do the real coding yourself, so that you are able to um, gain experience or gain the ideas. See, programming is all about practicing and doing a lot of practice to understand the concept. So this is going to be main / about. All right, so I think we are done. So we have our file about. Remember, our file about is not just within um, yeah, our file about is within another folder which is known as link. So I'm just going to head back to my main program. There's something I did not do, so here I'm going to write link. I'm going to write links and / then I save. Now when I save this as well, now let's test and see what will become of our page. Now let's see, if I click this, will I be able to come back to this page? Good, I'm coming back here. And when I click this, will I be able to load the about page? Yes, I'm able to load our about page. But as you can see, this is the this is the header and this is the footer. So there's something we need to do. uh, let's see, there's something that we need to do here, just to make sure that our okay. So I think, let me just change something here. So let me just remove this and be left with that. Then let's see what we got. So let's see this. Okay. Okay. Let me just have my okay. So let me change this to have here, we have a feature. Okay. Now here, let me create a div for row. Okay. Let me create a div. All right. So let me write div there. Class. We talk of row. So inside this row div, I'm going to have columns. Right. I'm going to have columns. And so let me create the first. Let me create the first. The first div, or the first column, using this div tag. So I'm going to have class. So here I'm going to write we normally call it call dash lg space, we have call dash md. So then we also have, sorry, we also have call dash ms s sm. But we also need to add this value. Then here I'm going to this determines the number of columns I'm going to have. So if I state 3, let's see, I see, let me just have like let me have two of the, I'm just going to have two. So this one is going to be 8, and this one is also going to be dash 8. Okay, so inside here let me have div. Okay, let me have, let's say, header. Okay, h, okay, sorry for this, let me just have h3, then class let's write here feature class. We have feature title, right? So let me close this thing here, right here, and let's see about us. All right. So I'm going to have some dummy data here, right, explaining about us. So for now I'm just going to have some dummy data. So let me even go back right here and simply copy this. Yeah, let me just have this as my dummy data for now, because this is just a simple website example. So so here I'm going to have p, and here I'm going to close that p. Good. Now because I've done that, and this is the row, this is, let's see, that is the row. So I need also to close the other div, right? So I'm able to close the, okay, all right. So I'll close that, we close that as well. Now let me copy this and put it down here. So this is, so here let's say 4. So let's just call it news for now. News. All right. So then when I click save, I come back here and click this page. All right, it should, all right, it's not coming out well. So let's see, why is it not coming out well? All right, so yeah, all right, I know why. uh, Let me remove this, it should not be there. Okay, so let me close this div here, this one, this one, this one, and this. So that is the reason why it's not coming out well. Now let me refresh and see. Good, now you see. So then we are able to come up with um, our about page, and this how it looks like. So that's how you can be able to link your pages. So for now, let's um, content with this, try to understand, go through this code again, try to do it, try to replicate what I've been able to do, and I believe in so doing you will be able to get the whole idea. You'll be able to get the whole idea of creating a simple website using CodeIgniter, Bootstrap, and XAMPP. So uh, that is it from me. So um, see you next time, and remember to subscribe.